We are recording this one, not streaming it, so get used to it. Starting recording in 3, 2, 1, go. Very long loading times in this one. I think most of my commentary is going to be speaking while the loading screens just go on and on and on.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four-Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Okay, let's run through this. We start off as Tim Robbins. Big old Chungus face. Pale as the driven snow. Hair looking on point. And let's tat it up. Let's go with white tattoos. There we go. That looks good. There we go. That's the one. And what am I going to go with? Wise man. Eldred. There we go. Let's fucking get it.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh? Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you? A common thief. I knew it. So, are you one of those who sneak in and steal whatever's valuable when nobody's looking? Or one of the cowards who shoot people from a distance? I figured. Your predecessor in this cell knew how to put up more of a fight. I'm missing a tooth thanks to him, but he's missing more. Look closely over there. See that little white gleam on the wall? Bits of his skull. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to stop. I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Man, that is a badass look he's got right there. Okay, so they Skyrimmed the fuck out of this. More like Morrowind did it. You can pick up all the cups. You can pick up all the buckets. You can pick up random scraps. Million copies of the same book, things like that. So I got to try to keep my autism from taking me in that direction. Oh, they hit you right off the bat with their own lusty Argonian maid. Very nice. So you're aware I'm talking to my wife. So you're aware of in the Elder Scrolls games how they have like a porn book called The Lusty Argonian Maid?
Yeah.
Well, check this out. In this game, I just found this one. Let's see. Is that it? Oh, Jesus. I like some of the words that they use in this. Is it in the inventory? In my bag? Yes. Beautiful Liliana in the Chamber of Ecstasy. I just like this line right here. Sir Osbert pushed down his pants and took out the weapon a man uses to lay love siege. He aimed his enormous battering ram at the opening of her gates and began the attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. That has to have existed previously.
That's so much better than, the smut that you can read in romance books and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I will say that they definitely there were some very good wordplay.
Yes.
For sure. Well, what can I make this? Because I have to... In order to complete the tutorial, I have to make this something. God damn it. Fine. There we go. There we go. Finally. I'm already further than I've ever made it in this tutorial. Very good. Just because I didn't want to have to put something on that button that I don't care about. I will go and check the journal myself if I need to know what I'm trying to do. Fuck. I'm my own worst enemy right now. There we go. It is a pain to keep having to pick up this microphone. All right. Something that I said last night. I very much hope that I am able to get a fucking torch or a lantern or something going on in this game. The distinction is if you're playing a Bethesda style RPG, medieval fantasy, high fantasy RPG, you will get some torches. You'll get some lanterns sometimes, like in Morrowind. You could use just about fucking anything. You could hold a goddamn candle barehanded. Or it could be an Obsidian style RPG where throughout all the RPGs that weren't New Vegas of theirs that I've played, they seem to have a real problem with giving you any sort of way to light up your environment. Now, with the Outer Worlds, you didn't need it quite so much because you're in these bright, cartoony, fucking alien worlds. But then you play Avowed, and it's like, dude, if I set the brightness up high enough to be able to see what I need to see in here, as soon as I step outside, everything is going to look like goddamn shit. You'd think at the very least they would like adjust in game, like without having, it's like an unspoken thing where the light levels raise when you go into darker areas, almost like your eyes adjust to them in real life. I don't know. That might be easier to program in than the lighting textures or flicker effects if you were to program in torches or something like that. I don't know, just a fucking thought.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick. The depths filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me. You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer. Have a nice day, kind sir.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
Okay, one thing that I seriously appreciate from this teeny tiny development team is looking at the way they do these tiny little for quality of specifically my life improvements that they implement that probably wouldn't ever cross the mind of most AAA developers. In this game, there's a crosshair, a little tiny dot right in the middle of the screen. I didn't have to edit it from it being a big ass plus or, a circle with a fucking plus in it or a circle with a dot. It just started out as a tiny little dot, somewhat transparent. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's the only way I will have a crosshair enabled. But also, they make it so that when you go into dialogue, it makes the crosshair fade out and go away. I swear to God, the number of games I play where you have a crosshair, some games you have to have it on to actually be able to play the game because the tracking is so specific when you're trying to pick up these fucking keys on dungeon floors and stuff like that. But when you go in those games, it almost feels like specifically when you go to speak with people, the crosshair stays on the fucking screen. A big fucking white dot or a white circle with a dot in it or a big plus sign. And I just really appreciate that. And I don't see stuff like that as often as I feel like I should. I don't know. Maybe it is that I usually play just shittier games than this. That could be a possibility as well.
The age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer. None of us are free. We are all bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound. Drip after drip. Closer and closer. I am prepared for this. You fueled my holy rage!
Oh, fuck. I just accidentally used a bunch of items. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna run back. If I get to fight that guy again, that's just more practice. And this is not a cope.
I am prepared for this.
I always feel like I forgot something. Every single time. Okay, so full disclosure, I have played until just about this far and never passed it because these zombies, these Zambos, completely fucking destroy me. So I don't know if I have learned anything this time around that I didn't yesterday, but we're about to fucking find out. I can't believe I fucking did it. Hell yeah.
We're not alone here.
Okay, yeah, they didn't hear that. Wow, dude.
Your fate is sealed. Your fate is sealed. My resolve is unshaken.
I wonder how far back it's been. I did have to rely on that autosave, so hopefully we're all good there.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are.
I'm prepared for that. You'll suffer for your sins. Purge the unclean. The prophet wants you dead. Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick. I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape your cell? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand. All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way. When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell, so to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work. Fourth stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The first stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the second to fourth stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me. We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness. The weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied. May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
Be on guard. Purge the You're not one of them. Please, free me. That's not the kind of freedom I'm asking for. There's no saving me now. Even if I could escape, I'd only be putting others at risk. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run. He's the quartermaster of the Horns of the South. It's a keep. If you make it out, you should be able to see its lighthouses from the beach. Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you.
Monster brain. Good lord. We're getting close to needing to reset this recording. I think I'm going to keep the party going. Just check the battery level. We're looking all right. Okay, I'm going to stop the video first. It should sync up in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Just stopped it right now. All right, stopping the audio recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, starting the recording in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Hot goo. I gotta see what the hot goo does. Hot goo. Crafting reagent. Okay. I just remembered all this meat I'm carrying. I'm going to run back to that cooking pot and cook up all the stuff I got. Maybe see if I got anything I could make. I got bread, eggs, and flour. Maybe I could make like a cake or something. Because I know if I wait till I get outside, I'm not going to do any of that. All right, let's cook up the pork. Okay, so use random ingredients. Flour, groats. Undercooked food. Oh boy. Let's try a potato and some butter. Undercooked food again. Yeah, those all sucked. I didn't start my, ooh, shit. I didn't start my timer for my recording. Alright. So, I gotta set this to 0 hours and 55 minutes. Start. There we go. Now we're all set up.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are. They dream of dissecting fort dwellers, yet they can't remember the basics.
Before you build a castle, you must first know how to fling a shed together.
I agree. The fundamentals are essential. But the world is moving forward, and the young are eager to make their mark as quickly as possible.
Any novice who can't remember the recipe for a basic healing potion has no business near our patients.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be wise or beneficial to our patients. Brewing a simple healing potion doesn't require advanced training.
Sage and alcohol. Okay. Well, now that gives me another idea. And hopefully I won't have to run back even once more. But I would like to get some healing potions going. Thank God there's unlimited sprinting. Thank God. Okay. Oh, I had to use an alchemy station for that. God, I'm an idiot. I remember the first time that I performed a alchemical experiment in Kingdom Come. Man, I was so proud of myself when it was all said and done. I was super nervous I was going to kill all the people of this town. But nope, I did it right. Sage and alcohol. Alright, so I know where the exit is. Now, while that is valuable information, I still have not explored that tunnel that someone dug in the floor of that one jail cell. Uh-oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get back now. Nope. Alright, we're just going to check that tunnel and then we're going back. Probably go downstairs first because the guy that would take me to the exit is up top. So remember to go downstairs first. Complete waste of time. Good gravy. Sorry about that.
Reveal yourself. You will burn.
I really hope that they can redeem themselves by giving me a fucking torch. Oh man, an onion bun sounds delicious. This room has like 5 entrances, man. Man, what's going on? Pick dish. That makes me think. That's a fantasy word, I believe. I think in the Conan stories they were.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not. You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can. You want to know about our failure? There's nothing left to say. We can't help you anymore. Run away from here. We wanted a better asylum. Something better than we had under Vaughn's control. He's the one responsible for the torture, for the sick experiments. No, they came for me and locked me up here. Vaughn's men aren't evil. They're just afraid of him. I'm not sure how long it's been. Days, weeks, I don't remember. It was all for nothing. Changing things for the better is rare. Not this time. But it was worth the effort. We really wanted to help those people. We wanted to improve their condition. But we knew with Father Vaughn in charge, nothing would change. We wanted to get rid of him, poison him. But somehow he found out. At least about me. I'm not sure about the others. I never said anything about them. A shame, yes. Maybe we waited too long. We knew Vaughn was a madman, but we were afraid. We didn't know how many supported his methods. Turns out it was only a few, but it was enough. No,
I will make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it. Run. You've still got a chance.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go away before they see you with me. What did you do? You monster!
Can you hear me? Hear me. Can go now. 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 Where is it? Where did it go? And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum! And why are you dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see you bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priest messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead. Was I the one doing the torturing? Both, pup. I won't lie. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes the nail. But if you want to get out of here, you'll need to become the damn hammer. I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in me eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out. Conquer, from the Dalrieta, pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much. Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here. With great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down. There was mead. There were women. One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them, useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the mead. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
escape, my child? That's very brave of you, I must say. Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens. Torture, you say? That's very interesting. I haven't experienced any torture here. I know that whatever ails me, the Red Priests will do everything they can to heal me. I doubt that. You'll soon see that things aren't always what they seem at first glance. This way of thinking has never failed me. Safe travels, my child. May fate be on your side.
will burn. The Prophet wants you dead. The power of the Prophet.
Jesus Christ.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to. It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you. So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time. They play with powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the weirdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The weirdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature. Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me. Why indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wraps. Oh. I'll be fine. Just go. Oh.
sins will be punished! Do not defy the prophet! You'll suffer for your sins! Do not defy the prophet! Heretic! Sacrifice to the prophet! Purge the unclean! You'll suffer for your sins! I'll cleanse you with fire! Your death is certain! Purge the unclean! Your death is certain! Your sins will be punished! Your sins will be punished!
was trying to get well rested. Maybe it was because I was sleeping in an actual bed that last time. Probably.
You took your sweet time, eh? I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying. Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Okay, gonna end the video recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Hour number 3 with Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We're starting the video recording in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, back with part 3 of the first episode. Apparently, I really like this game. asked and answered. Woo! I thought you said you were going to be waiting for me at the end of this. Oh, some mushrooms I forgot to get. No! That'd be the only thing that I could use that I wouldn't completely missed. And I've saved everything that would help me get back. Son of a gun. Well, time to start over.
It's not here.
Waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place? I wish I could answer. Cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am. I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison deep in the weirdness. And you? Why are you here? Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free.
I think I might try walking further down the path. Well, let's save. It saved for me. Cool. Hell yeah.
remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Yes, I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one. I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place? I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer. Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the age of conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No! I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have. You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience. Oh, what an adventure this will be.
He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be.
I didn't even touch it at the end. I'm a little weirded out by how that happened, man. I wonder if something bad happens if you go in the portal backwards. Like now I'm playing like game B or something. Looks like we're finally done. I was really, you know what? I'm going to keep going until I have the opportunity to sell my shit and set up camp for the first time. That's when I'll end the first episode. We might be talking 4 hours at that point.
There you are. Took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long? I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect was you walking back free of the sickness. So go on. What did you find in there? You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you. Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day. My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die. I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage. I had to do it. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again. I could, but I have no issue with you. Only with what you carry within you. This means you're safe, unless you decide to stand against me. You are much more valuable to me alive than dead. You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress. What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey. My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them. He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end. I stand against the most powerful being Avalon has ever seen. This requires caution. What would you do were you in my place? Kindly ask your target if it wants to be killed. Please. And if you really must know, the spell I used on my sword couldn't have harmed you. I knew that, you were surprised, I got the upper hand, and now you're safe and sound. Can we leave this behind, or did I judge you incorrectly and you'd like to waste some more of our time and cry about it some more? The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. You'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find Victon. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed. Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck. I felt him strike. For a moment, there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self. Just silence. But then, you pulled me back, didn't you? Or have I never left? Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me, as if he has seen something I have not. And yet, I reach for it, and there is nothing. No, it seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to gain it. I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Man, I don't have time to be getting into this all right now. Well, this particular clip is going to need to end soon. I got about 5 minutes left of recording, so let's go ahead and do that now. Ending video recording in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Ending audio recording in 3, 2, 1. All right, we are now recording for the 4th hour of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Video recording starting in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Now we have time to worry about leveling up. Let's see what's going on with us. Man, this tree sucks. I am a bigger fan of using swords and shields, so attacks with one-handed weapons are stronger by 10%. I just don't know, though. Stamina. Gained 7 max stamina. Movement. Dash costs 20% less stamina. That's probably a good one. That is a good one. I'm going with that. Oh, and there's multiple levels of it. Okay, looks like I'll be gaining a lot of levels. And attributes. Let's add one to... I want to be a sneaky boy, so we'll go dexterity. And there we go. We done did it. No going back. Okay, remember, we are not ending this episode until I have a chance to sell all the bullshit that I'm carrying. And speaking of bullshit I'm carrying, let's see if possibly I could be looking a lot cooler. I'm looking pretty goddamn cool as it goes. I can wear a chef's... Oh, my lord, never mind. Hide that ugly face of mine. I'm really doing as good as I can. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, so these look whack as shit. Let's go boots. Just straight up boots. And we're good to go. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how I have a shovel in my hand. It's not even one of the weapons I have chosen.
Ready? Hop on the boat. Hop on the boat.
Please let me access some sort of a vendor, please. I want to see a vendor, please.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
To kill my main man, Caradoc. Has to be. Dude, how are you screen tearing on console? That's so pathetic. God damn. Oh, come on. They're acting like in Modern Warfare when you were in that Black Hawk after the nuke. Like, I have to walk so slowly. I just rested for like 5 hours. Can I pick up the pace just a little bit? Come on, man. Come on, man. Am I just over encumbered? I am. Okay, so that's what the problem is. Okay. Well, let's build a bonfire, put some stuff away in the stash. Where's my stash? Oh no, I need the cobwebs to do that. Fuck. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Gotta do it. Oh dear God. I gotta go to save before I quit the last video. Alright, 20 seconds earlier. Let's see if this helps. Yes, here we go. Wow, 15 pounds. I'm good to go. Okay, so that's officially at least 3 hours, even minusing out all the cutscenes, just to get out of the intro dungeon.
The sea was restless, waiting.
Look what you've done, you fool. It's always the same with you. Beat them up first, ask questions, and damn it. And now we have no gold, no nothing, just a pile of old stones and a dead body.
No, come off it. Let's just take what he had and let's get out of here.
But he didn't have shut. A piece of iron and a slip of paper. You can't even wipe your ass with it. And you said he was supposed to be some great lord.
I love games that let you just rest for a single hour and you're fully healed, even if you were just about to die. I'm unironically, that fucking rules, man. Fuck yeah. Ever since Oblivion, that's my favorite RPG tactic. Just let me rest for a second, dog. Boy, what's going on now? Shite. I really just need to get myself to somewhere I can sell my goods, dude. That's all I want to do. Please let me get to that point. I'm very tired of this. All right, that was fucking bullshit. That'll be the first official fuck you game that I give. Mark it on your calendars, folks. 2:26 on a Sunday dadgum afternoon. They had to do it to me. It couldn't just be okay the whole way through. They had to fuck it up like that. God damn it. So let's leave the ogre alone for a little bit. Treat him like the motherfucker in Dark Souls 2. You know, the one at the very beginning. Do I want to go to the flooded mine? Not really. I really just want to find someone to sell all my bullshit to. At this point, we're looking at a 4-hour-long episode 1 of this game. I just gotta stop the madness. Give me a shopkeep. It's some sort of Silent Hill style nighttime, so I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before. Not. I'm not. I could have sliced you up like a fish? No. Like a potato. But I didn't, did I? All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh? This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Welcome. in the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the Keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it would end? Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up, and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it. Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now. Most of them, the survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him? His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudyard came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgane would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
So Lancelot is like an office that you hold now? I like that. That's pretty cute.
For a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers. Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagine I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls. I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life. Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am. Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away? but remain conscious for a few moments. If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land. I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know. Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge.
Just let me rest.
All right, I actually had to take a leak really, really bad. So I'm stopping the video recording in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Stopping audio recording in 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, here we go. I don't even know how long this video is at this point. Episode 1, Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Video recording starting in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Oh!
Please, state your business. Do you keep bandits?
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them. Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Look at that. 1,104 gold pieces of whatever this currency is. Fuck yes. I knew it was worth it. Fuck yeah. Okay, we were just about to end the first episode, I guess. Let me go drop the rest of the shit off in the stash.
It's nice to have a break.
I don't know why it's so far away from the place that's obviously supposed to be my bed. Okay. Right, we're as light as we can possibly be. This is what we look like. Very nice. And let's go find ourselves a little Betty Bye. Hey, there we go. We can level up one last time, and then it's time to fucking quit. Let's bump that dexterity up one more again. Increase attack speed. Nope. Perception. Stealth. Decrease noise by 20%. Hell yeah. And we're good to go now. Alright. Rest for 1 hour. And we'll save to all of our saves. Alright. Ending video recording in... Well, alright, fine. Here we go. I'll walk around a little bit and I'll give my thoughts. So I would say that this game is pretty in the ways it needs to be pretty. It's bleak in a way that I fucking love. Enemies feel a little spongy and squishy. They don't seem to react when I hit them with a tiny dagger any differently than when I hit them with a big ass fucking greatsword. You'd think if I hit you with a dull greatsword, it would still cause you to react in a way where you fucking slip backwards and deal with the fact you got hit in the face with a very thin, very blunt piece of metal. But for the most part, voice acting, I like it. King Arthur has a little bit too much gravitas. I bet I'm going to have to edit the sections where he's speaking because it probably blows out the whole daggum scene. But yeah, I'm a fan. Can't wait until I hook up with that horned picked lady once again. I'm assuming that that's going to happen at some point. The red dude, Kadiris or whatever his name is, I don't recall. He's gone. This game is about King Arthur, I guess. And I am somewhat of a fan. So, video recording ending in 3, 2, 1. Hello, goodbye.